Director Robert Orci has taken, it's Roberto Orci, isn't it? Roberto Orci has taken the reins over from J.J. Abrams to helm Star Trek III and has revealed some new details about the upcoming film. Orci said in Into Darkness, they set out finally where the original series started. The first two films, especially the 2009 Star Trek, was an origin story. It was about them coming together. So they weren't the characters they were in the original series. They were growing into them, and that continues on in the second movie. So in this movie, they are closer than they are to the original series characters that you have ever seen. They've set off on their 5-year mission, so their adventure is going to be in deep space. They are in deep space now, so let's see what's out there. Mary, what do you make of Orci's comments?
I think it makes sense. I think it's a natural progression for where the reboot of the franchise is going. I think a lot of fans will hopefully be happy with this news because I know there was a lot of heat that came down on the second film particularly. I actually liked Into Darkness. I know a lot of people didn't. A lot of people had a lot of problems with it. I thought it was really fun. I think it kind of served its purpose. One of the cornerstones of the original series was to go where no man has gone before. So I love the fact that they're going to take the franchise now into that deep space, and I'm excited to see all the kinds of creatures and aliens that they come up with. He did make a joke in that same podcast about the Horta, which is like showing the original series Trekkies that he knows his stuff. But I grew up on the original series, and I'd like to see how he's going to reimagine that world. He did say, though, that he was going to venture into new territory, so we'll see.
Kirsten?
It kind of has to venture into new territory because you have Star Wars back it's front and center now.
Yeah.
So now Star Trek was all by itself in 2009. It's like, hey, you don't have really any Star Wars movies anymore. It's this brand new Star Trek, and the Star Wars fans came over, and all the Star Wars fans are going, that was fun, but now we got Star Wars again, and all the news. You didn't ever have news like this the way you get Star Wars news. Yeah. So when he's saying we're going to explore more what kind of worlds, it's going back to that old school kind of WCW, WWF thing again, to where you're going to have you're going to have Star Trek versus Star Wars, whether or not you want it or not want it. You can be fans of both for sure, but they're going to be competing against each other, and this makes sense. Yeah. More worlds. Let's get back to what the original series was all about, because that's what happened with Trekkies versus Star Wars fans, is that you had all this really rich universe that they have there, so they're going to explore it more. It makes sense, this statement.
Well, you make a great point about how Star Trek was filling that void of Star Wars because Star Wars wasn't there, and J.J. Abrams essentially made a Star Wars movie with the Star Trek films, which some fans, like you were talking about, originally didn't really care, or the original series didn't really care for it. Yeah, and so they might have to go in a different direction. Yeah, with this news, I'm not exactly like super excited. I love the Star Trek reboot and Into Darkness. I thought they were both a lot of fun, but story narrative wasn't exactly the thing that people were like watching these movies for. And so if he's talking about going back to the original series, I don't know, that's just kind of more of a blanket statement to appeal maybe to the fans, but I don't know, like,
I guess time will tell, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is one of the other things about the original series that I thought was really interesting, they haven't really touched on in these new movies, is the social issues. Like, this was such a progressive show. The first interracial kiss was, between Uhura and Captain Kirk on the series. So it's kind of like, are they going to go there? I know Orci has said, like, he's not going to just shoehorn in a gay character, for example, just to have it there. But I would kind of like to see it do that again, because that's one way it could differentiate itself from Star Wars, by being that.
If it makes sense, then sure, whatever. Like you said, I don't want to see them throw in anything there to make a statement. But I just think the biggest thing out of that whole statement was that they are going to be exploring new worlds, new universes, that they now can create their own planets and stuff to see, because you're going to have that movie that comes out in 2015, we hope, and they're going to have a lot of planets. So, hey, our planets are better than your planets. That's going to happen.
Can all the planets just be friends?
No, not in this universe.
But I think the fans that didn't like the last two movies, they are the ones who wanted that kind of social commentary that they're used to from the series. I'm actually more of a Next Generation fan than I am of the original series, so I guess maybe that's why this holds, less weight for me.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.